Danger lurking on students' walk to school.
While school zones are clearly marked, not everyone slows down and pays attention. A Safe Kids study finds 5 teens are killed while walking every week in the U.S. In tonight's Project Safe Schools, 2 Works For You reporter Chris DeMaria hit the road with some of Tulsa's police officers to find out how they're cracking down to keep kids safe.
In school zones across Green Country, the yellow light is back on.
And we got these little kids running around who don't always know or think to look across the road. So we're looking out for their safety.
Officer Brian Paul has worked with the Gilcrease Division of Tulsa Police for 8 years. This September, both Gilcrease and the Riverside Division are cracking down on traffic violations in school zones.
School zone flashing lights are on. Speed limit's 25. You're coming through there at 41. Stopped you for this school zone. Yellow flashing lights are on. 34 and a 25. She says she wasn't paying attention, obviously. Never saw the yellow flashing lights, which are on in both directions. 41 and a 25.
We're not giving any warnings, just trying to make things safer for the kids.
Officer Paul says September is the worst month of the year for traffic violations in school zones. Most of them for speeding.
You know why I'm stopping you today?
I forgot to slow down in this speed.
In the school zone. Yes, ma'am.
Most of them tell you that they didn't see the school zone or they didn't know school was in session. They've got all kinds of excuses. The yellow lights are on, school's in session. We're going to stop you.
I was just rushing, not paying attention.
I'll be right back with you.
Speeding and distracted driving make for a dangerous environment when those lights are on and kids are around. Officer Paul will even sit on the road with his lights on and still catch drivers for speeding here near Anderson Elementary School.
I was able to have my red and blue lights on, and yet people still didn't slow down. People are inattentive, they're not paying attention. Not only, if they're not going to pay attention to my red and blue lights, they're not paying attention to the yellow lights on the side of the road either.
Unfortunately, drivers aren't the only distracted ones. In a study done by Safe Kids Worldwide in 2016, distractions on the part of drivers and students proved to be a hazard in school zones. The study observed more than 18,000 teens in middle and high school and found nearly 1 in 5 middle schoolers were either looking at their phones or wearing headphones while walking in an area with cars present. That number rose to 1 in 4 when it came to high schoolers.
Violations right down here.
So Officer Paul says it's even more important to keep an eye out for kids while on the road, especially when the yellow lights are flashing. And remember, the fine for speeding in a school zone starts at about $50 more expensive than a normal ticket.
I would just really want people to slow down, pay attention to the kids. Texting, looking other places, mess with your radio, nothing's that important in somebody's life.
Okay. You're good to go. Be careful. Have a better day.
Officer Paul says Tulsa police cracked down at the beginning of the year to make sure people drive safely throughout the school year. He finds once an area is patrolled for a while, it gets much better for a period of time. Then goes back to the way it was. So this school year, look for those flashing yellow lights ahead of you before you see the blue and red in your rearview mirror. Chris DeMaria, 2 Works For You.